My name is Anthony Hess, and this is the most exciting Team Combat League. Today, we sat down with Las Vegas Hustle's head coach, Dewey Cooper. Dewey Cooper is a 2008 Martial Arts Hall of Fame inductee, and he has a ton of championship experience as a fighter and also as a coach. Let's see how all of this experience helped form the Las Vegas Hustle. Let's talk camp. How you doing, Coach? Coach Dewey Cooper.
Excellent. Thank you. Great to be here. Team Combat League. Let's go.
Team Combat League, and we're almost like, towards the end of the season. What have been your experience so far?
First of all, this is the inaugural season of the Team Combat League. It's been a lot of things: exhilarating, exciting, energetic, stressful, terrific, man. First time doing something like this boxing team concept. It's been crazy. It's been energetic. It's been a lot of fun, man. And the playoff time is coming. The winners are going to separate themselves from the losers, and we plan on being on the winning side of that equation.
Now, I understand you're also the president of the Team Combat League. What was your reaction when you first heard of this concept?
My reaction was very intrigued and very excited. I seen the vision, the championship rounds mentality, meaning let's give a short, explosive, exciting package to the viewer and give the fighters something that can prevent too much trauma, CTE, head trauma, these sort of things. So I was all in for it. This is a forum, this is a setup that looks at preventative measures of protecting the fighters and also doing an exciting fighting sports project, and I'm all about fighting. So it was a really exciting opportunity for me, and that's why I jumped on board as soon as possible. And remember, I wanted to, as a president of any company, you want to know everything from the ground floor all the way up. And I wanted to experience this coaching aspect of Team Combat League because this is the first time this has been done. A coach to have to coach 18 excellent fighters all at one time in one training segment versus individual training each fighter like the normal way of boxing is. So I wanted to fill every nook and cranny of Team Combat League so I could better serve as the president for later seasons. This is a one and done for me as the president, as the coach. So I wanted to really fill it, go for a championship because I love competing and I love winning, and it's the best of both worlds. So I'm actually blessed and honored to be a part of Team Combat League.
Yes, sir. And you mentioned just now coaching a team full of talented, fighters, 18 fighters. What has been your experience so far coaching them?
Continuity and camaraderie is a big problem. Maybe not with all the teams, but with our team, yes, because you got so many conflicting personalities. Most of these guys have been boxers since they were kids. So when you're a boxer, it's such an individualized sport. It's yourself, and you format a team around you. You formulate is a better term. You formulate a team around you. So it's all about your betterment. You're not worried about this person running too slow behind you when you're doing your road work, or this person not doing enough burpees during the conditioning aspect. It's about what you can do, doing your best, and that's it. This team aspect, you have to have energy to pick up people that are falling behind. And a lot of guys on my team, I hate to say it, are a bit selfish when they don't do that. And that's why I feel that we dropped 2 or 3 fights that we clearly were winning, because we do lack that little element of the importance of a team. A team is supposed to be one unit, not individual units. And I've been preaching that to them for the last month. And hopefully we get it right, because we got one more week before playoffs. And if we're not in the playoffs, this was a very unsuccessful season for all those individuals, and I hope they feel it in their souls.
And you mentioned just now also how, a couple fights, got away from you. Couldn't win one way, got away from you. But the thing about the Combat League is you're going to see them again. Yes. It's not like the pros where you might have to wait a while before you get your rematch. You might see them the next month. Yes. How have that motivation and that mindset affected your camps?
That's a positive thing because we do get that get back. I told them in the Team Combat League, lightning does strike twice. It may strike 3 times. So you may get a 3rd time to show them that you were definitely the better man by beating them twice over and losing to them once. So these are the components that make Team Combat League so exciting. And once the public truly understands all the ins and outs and the intricacies of this company, it's going to be loved throughout the world. And so as far as me, I tell my guys, hey, just because you beat a guy once doesn't mean you can beat him again. And just because he beat you, that means you can beat him again, and you will get that chance in Team Combat League. Yeah. So it's a motivational thing for us. And I've used that to try to galvanize the team to make them be more of a unit. And I think the synergy is a lot better now. Therefore, we expect success against LA 10 Goose. We coming.
Like you said, they pretty much have to come and perform every week. What type of mentality do you feel like a fighter would need to have to, like I said, come every week and continue to perform?
Durability and what I call real man work ethic. That old 1950s railroad work, that old 1970s garbage man, that construction work. Sometimes you got to have some grind in you. You can be talented as you want to be. If you don't have guts, grind, dexterity, Team Combat League won't be for you because you won't be able to maintain that excellence and that mentality to get through a season. Though it's short rounds, when it's time to fight, that adrenaline still kicks in and it's a fight. And you have to make weight every week. You have to be prepared to fight someone every week. So weak psychologically or mentally or even emotionally weaker guys just can't handle this format. And we've seen guys drop out. They can't handle leveling up and being the best version of themselves every week. And see, one thing about the great art of fighting, all the truths come out. There's no lies when it comes to fighting. The truth will come out and all your weaknesses will exploit and be shown to the world. That's why we love it so much. And that's why Team Combat League is really awesome, because it really put it on right down the line for you. So sorry about rambling on, but to answer your question, you need mental dexterity or stamina, because it's going to really test you emotionally. And the guys that are at the 9th week of Team Combat League, I salute all of you, because all of you guys and women have shown that you got that mental fortitude, that intestinal fortitude to push through, make weight every week, fight hard every week. And I salute you, because you guys are the ones on the battlefield putting it down. So none but love and respect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And from a coach's perspective, usually, as a coach, you have time in between the rounds to, tell your fighters some of the things that they might have missed, tell them some of the things they might have to, work on or continue to do. Yes. But in the Combat League, as soon as that round is over, instead of having those coachable moments, you have to bring another fighter in and kind of start the process all over. Yes. How has that been an experience for you?
These are the things I talked about the intangibles that no one knows until you do it. This is why, as the president, I want to be a coach too, because I would have actually not really noticed how important these little things are. For instance, especially me, I love making adjustments between rounds. You don't get that, you're not afforded an opportunity. So let's say my fighter comes out, he lost the round. I'm like, use your jab more, be more aggressive. He's coming in. I gotta go from being mad at him to being more supportive and convincing to him. Man, you should have did more. Hey, you ready? Let's go. It's crazy. These are things that we never even thought of until now. So these are things that you have to experience to know, but it's crazy, it's awesome, it's just mentally frustrating, but it's exciting, because now you have to be 2 coaches at once, 2 different philosophies at once. And I think every coach in Team Combat League after the season will be better coaches, because things are happening so fast. And now you still didn't talk about the other half of it. You fought the first 6 rounds. You may fight the last 6, 13 through 18. So I have to remember how bad or good you did in the first 6 and give you motivation or instruction on how to improve in the next 6. It's crazy, guys. And I'm so happy I experienced it because I wouldn't know. I would expect a coach to be able to make the adjustments on the fly like you normally would do. But it's not like that in Team Combat League. So you have to have a long memory, control your emotions. It's just so many intangibles that go into it. It's like a layer of onions, man. It's just so many things, and you won't know until you do it, until you experience it. And these are the special things about the Team Combat League.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I was having some conversations with some of the fighters and coaches off camera, and they were speaking about how the Combat League can bring more eyes and recognition to these young fighters.
Yes.
In your opinion, how can the Combat League help, these young fighters in their career, in their future careers?
Well, first of all, fighting is all about experience. You see the great ones like Floyd Mayweather at 38 years old when he beat Canelo Alvarez, right? He beat him with strictly experience. He was an older fighter fighting the young killer, but the experience is what won that fight. And experience is something you can't just replace. It's something you have to put in the work to get it. Most boxers fight 3 times a year, 4 times a year, maybe. You've had crazy cases like Floyd fighting 12 times in his first year, Mike Tyson 10 times in his first year, but that doesn't happen much. Most of the time it's 3 to 4 times, if you're lucky, 5 times a year. And that's over a whole year's period. Think about that. Mm-hmm. We fought 9 times in 9 weeks, or 8 times in 9 weeks. You're getting experience faster than any sport ever. You're getting a professional fight experience, 9 fights or 8 fights in 9 weeks. We thought it was amazing when Floyd fought 12 fights in 1 year. We thought it was amazing when Tyson fought 10 to 12 fights in 1 year. These guys are doing that in 2 months, 2.5 months. Who's the man now? You know what I mean? So that's your question. It helps the young fighter because they're getting that experience. They're getting those jitters and that adrenaline from the first bell. It's making them pick their pace up even more than what normal boxing would have demanded of them. And they're making money weekly. They're making more money than what they would have made doing their 4-round fights for the next 2 or 3 years. They're making real tangible money. They have insurance. They have a platform that's showing them all around the world. The Greg Hardy video is already over 3.5 million views. We had over 1 million and 1.8 million views in 24 hours. We've had 3 viral videos. Keith Hunter, Mr. Viral himself. Team Combat League is giving these guys a great platform to showcase themselves and to gain fans that they wouldn't have gained doing the traditional route in boxing until they were already famous. So it's just so many benefits. And the main thing as far as the fighter, they're getting experience that's irreplaceable in a short amount of time. So let's say if they go do the normal traditional boxing fights after this, they'll have the experience of a guy with 20, 30 fights. And it'll be their first or second normal 4-round boxing format. And believe me, it makes a difference. Get used to getting hit without the headgear and the smaller gloves on. So Team Combat League is giving them a platform that it can be measured how important it is. It's really great. And like I said, to be a part of it is amazing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And also, Coach, one of my favorite things about the league is it's the best fighting the best.
Yes.
Nowadays, they like to say, oh, this fighter's ducking this fighter, this ducking this fighter. There's no ducking, in the league. You're going to see each other one day. Can you speak on how the competitive nature of your camps have been affected by that notion that, like I said, we're all going to fight each other?
Yes. See, that's why the team is so important, which is something that's never been done in boxing before. The team is important because now you're in a team of 18 members. You guys are sparring and helping each other prepare this entire time. It's been several months now. Also, as far as guys not ducking anyone, we have some of the greatest boxing coaches in the world that are coaching these teams. Every single coach in Team Combat League wants to do what? They want to win. So every single coach in Team Combat League is going to do what? Put their best guys up. And in regular boxing, what happens, you have a premier fighter that wants to fight. They try to find opponents for this guy that's feasible and makes sense for this guy's success. It's not an equal playing field to where two people just say, I want to fight him, he wants to fight me, let's go. It doesn't work like that. In Team Combat League, every coach wants their best fighters to fight. And the good thing about Team Combat League, you don't know who your guy's going to fight. If I pick up my best fighter, if I choose my best fighter, Michael Hunter or Samuel Arnold III, and say I want Samuel to fight round 1, guess what? You get a chance to pick the guy to counteract Samuel. This eliminates all the politics of boxing, because when I put my guy up, you want to win too. You're going to put a guy up that you think that can beat this guy. And that's why, and that's the real secret behind the success of Team Combat League. Every fight is actually competitive. Every fight should be a born burner, because every fight you want to win. You don't want to lose any of the rounds of the 18. So you choose your best. I'll choose someone I think that can beat his ass.
Yes, sir.
And the fights are going to be like that. So the politics are gone. No coach in this league wants to lose. No team in this league wants to lose. No fighter on these teams want to lose. So you're going to get rounds and rounds of compelling, competitive, exciting fights. And that's why Team Combat League is taking over the sport of boxing for the new generation and the young crowd, because it's definitely excitement personified.
And that's how Team Combat League is going to revolutionize the sport.
Yes, yes, sir.
Sir, thank you, Dewey.
Thank you for having me. Everyone, please support Team Combat League. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Las Vegas Hustle. Let's go.